Hello, my name is Jude Johnson and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist specializing in the practice of mindfulness. So what is mindfulness? It's present moment-to-moment attention that is friendly and non-judgmental in nature. So this may sound fairly easy to do, but we judge everything as being good or bad, and if we don't judge it as good or bad, we're probably not paying very much attention to it. Say, for instance, your breath. You may have not noticed your breath until I mentioned it, that you were just kind of unconsciously breathing in and out. So this is very natural for us to judge things as good or bad unless we're not paying attention to them. So this is beneficial because when we judge ourselves as bad or we judge other people as bad, it produces unpleasant emotions. And this could also involve situations that you may find yourself in where you're judging. So this is a normal, natural part of our life because it's how we pick what we're interested in, what our preferences are, what kind of music, what kind of movies, what kind of people do we prefer to spend our time with. And so it's important that we embrace this friendly attitude as a part of mindfulness when we're attempting to focus our attention in one direction. So mindfulness is about directing our attention where we would like it to go. So for instance, I could teach you a meditation where you're focusing on the sensations of breathing. You're feeling your breath come in, feeling it come out, and you're just being with that. So what happens when we try to just be with one thing is that our mind starts running, right? It runs into the future, it runs into the past, either worrying, getting excited about what's to come, or we're looking backward with resentment or replaying, wishing, hoping almost that things could be different, not really accepting the past the way it is. So this is very common. So when we're doing this kind of thinking into the future or the past, we're missing the most important moment of our lives, which is now. Now is really the only moment that we have anyway, yet we spend so much time thinking about the past and the future that in a sense we can miss our very lives. So this kind of attention can be amazing at reducing stress and enjoying the quality of your life more. It's not to say that you won't continue to feel stress by practicing mindfulness, by no means. However, you probably will be able to reduce it and be less judgmental to yourself and others. And this isn't just like a bright idea that I have. There are thousands of studies on meditation, and the number of research articles that are coming out every year is rising exponentially. With universities like Harvard, Yale, Duke, Brown, all the Ivy Leaguers, as well as many other universities like Massachusetts Medical School that has the Center for Mindfulness, where much of this research is coming out, that we're able to scan the brain and see that through regular mindfulness meditation practice that you can actually influence your brain. You can grow the portion of your brain responsible for memory and processing, which is your hippocampus, and you can shrink the areas responsible for sounding the stress alarm, which is called your amygdala. It's about the size of an almond. And with regular practice, this shrinks in size. Areas of the brain responsible for compassion grow. Happiness grow. So we can actually measure and see this. It's been shown to help with all kinds of mental illnesses: depression, anxiety, bipolar, now even schizophrenia. And it's also been shown to help with people in the helping profession: doctors, social workers, nurses, and also teachers. You find that universities are teaching mindfulness within their program. In fact, 25% of the PhD students at UNCC Charlotte, as I'm told by a PhD candidate there, are all studying mindfulness, and in many different genres. So it's not all just about psychology or mental health. This is also about other domains that people are looking at. At the training that I went to in New York with John Kabat-Zinn included people from the FBI, it included professors, physicians. Some of those physicians were surgeons, primary care doctors, psychiatrists. So it's getting to be a more of a broad view. And hopefully this way of thinking and this way of being will wake people up to cause them to make wiser decisions in their life, more compassionate decisions. This is why you're even seeing this kind of work done in the prisons. So I think the research really points to the effectiveness of this, and it's all about learning to control our biology in a way that makes the most sense. So when we get stressed, our heart rate goes up, our muscles become tense, we're ready to fight, we're ready to run away, or we freeze. And this is a natural reaction. So even though this is natural, sometimes we're having these kind of responses when somebody makes a snide comment to us, when we get an unpleasant email, text message, have a difficult communication, because that is a threat on our attachment potentially. So the heart rate goes up, the muscles become tense, you're ready to fight, run, or freeze all over again. And so this causes stress. And chronic stress causes illnesses like well, it certainly influences illnesses like diabetes and high blood pressure, because practicing mindfulness meditation has been shown to reduce symptoms of diabetes and help to manage high blood pressure better. So I don't want to go on for too long, but just to give you a sense and an idea about what mindfulness is, about what meditation is, and about the science to support this. And meditation, as I practice it, is in the heart of mindfulness-based stress reduction, which is not based out of any kind of religious belief, but rather it is just a way of paying attention that was developed by Jon Kabat-Zinn. And so he studied other religious traditions and to see how they use their focus and their attention, but as it's taught in mindfulness-based stress reduction, it is just a skill to be learned. So if you have any further questions or interest in finding out more about mindfulness or meditation, there are plenty of resources on the online, and you can also email me at livingawaketoday@gmail.com. Thank you.